So with this setup, I'm going to have the kind of gauntlet on the rear, and with the new mousse, this one is the 305/18. Then when we go to put on the Warp 9 wheels, we got the Tusk D Sport that we're going to throw on there with a tube. Buddy Luca, he's going a little more hardcore with his setup. He basically does a run flat setup with his. And so he's got this Tractionator Rally Z, Motaz. And then for the rear, he's going with the Tusk Waypoint. These are both tubeless. And then he puts a slightly smaller mousse inside of here. Puts a valve stem and makes his wheels tubeless, but has a mousse on the inside. So if he gets a puncture or a flat, he still has that mousse where he can continue to run it, and then he can just fill, put a plug in the tire. So that's a pretty cool setup, that way he's running it. Alright guys, so you'll know if this works, if this makes a video or not. But so what do we got here is, it's basically a new tire that I took off after like 100 miles, a couple hundred miles. And I have found that these Art Tracks XC Enduros, the 90, 121s, they run and last and don't chunk. Basically the exact tread pattern as the Shinkos or the Golden Tire, fraction of the price. But what we're doing here is, I got a old worn out 18-inch mousse that I cut. We're gonna see if we can stuff it down into this tire. I've stuffed some mousses in tires before, so we'll see if this works. What we had here is just, we cut a wedge, and this is also for an 18-inch, but a small 18-inch. So we'll see if we can stuff it down in there. If it doesn't work, and it's not gonna make the video. Alright guys, so I just finished, and I am proud of myself. It really wasn't even that difficult. But just so you know, a 270 nitro mousse 18-inch rear can be compressed down to fit into a 21-inch front if you cut it and wedge it. It was actually, I think it's the 285 or the 295 that was worn out nitro mousse, and then a wedge of the 270 nitro mousse 18-inch rear. So yeah, might be extremely stiff, but just so you know, I removed the wheel weight. As I was told, the wheel weight is actually, the rally guys don't even run wheel weights. I'm sorry, not wheel weights. Rim lock. The rim lock's removed. I'm thinking about how I don't need to run my wheel weights because I don't have the rim lock anymore. So I'll be able to remove a lot of that. This is ridiculous. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. And so what do you guys think about that? Basically a worn out 18-inch rear mousse stuffed into a 100 or 90 121 front. It's going to be extremely stiff, but for high-speed desert, what do you guys think? You think it'll be okay? All right, guys, another ride, another day. Right here at our favorite riding area. Redington Pass. And it's a Monday, it's a holiday, so you would think there would be a bunch of people out here. Just got me and my boy Thomas back in town from Colorado for a couple days. Gotta let the bike warm up. Literally just started it. So yeah, guys, I got running mousses today, and I'm running that rear I think it's the Kenda Gauntlet with the nitro mousse in it, and it's just the platinum nitro mousse, the normal. And what I've done with the Kove today is I've also softened up the suspension some, knowing that we're going to be hitting the rocks out here. And I'm taking the Kove somewhere today where I wouldn't normally take it. And the whole purpose behind it is to bash up this skid plate, bash up this bash plate a little bit. So riding a Kove, unless you start to get into some gnarly stuff, you know, besides some ricochets, you're really not putting the skid plate to a test. But then you go down somewhere like Mexico and you race, and throughout that course you're going to encounter pretty much everything. So everything needs to be tested. But if you just go out into the desert and just blasting through whoops and stuff, you're not going to really get a full test of it. So that's why I'm out here with my boy Thomas today. I'm gonna go into some rocky sections, some uphills, some downhills, some steps, and I don't know, this area here is unique. It's got kind of almost like a Moab feel to it. Because of how it has exposed rock, but this is much more chunky rock than Moab. It's like a smooth rock. So this will tear up tires. The views here are just stunning. So Thomas here is the president, founder, all-around facilitator of Tucson dirt riding. Just a totally stand-up guy, and just really thankful that in his short time back here in Tucson, he came out here to ride with me. So I just gotta say big shout out to Thomas. So one thing I need to address with, I've been testing the Uncle Wang stuff since the beginning, and for instance, this tower is the Uncle Wang Tower A. This thing is inexpensive. It's held up pretty good. But what I want to address is all of the metal, any of that stamped aluminum, I don't even know what it is, but it's all like form-fit, it's all bent into and cut into all different products, from all of their little tail racks to the towers to the little protection parts. Unfortunately, that Chinese aluminum is just way too soft and too brittle, because any of it that we've had has broke. And this tower is hanging on for dear life. I have patched it up with Arizona license plates on the side to try to extend the life of it. And Uncle Wang did send me replacement side pieces, so you know, no charge. But still, I mean, even if I put those on, I know they're gonna eventually crack and break. So yeah, so I've even told him that they need to increase the thickness or change the material, because whatever it is just not adequate for the vibrations of a dirt bike. We lost our Stella at the Baja 400 because of that rear tail plate that we mounted a bag to. It just snapped right off, just broke. Alright. Alright. See how the Kove does through the rocks. Want to burn some fuel off before we get into the real gnar. Definitely don't have full tanks today, which is good. Thomas is gonna be so much faster. Trying to get a feel for the Kove through the rocks. New tires, softened up the suspension. This is my old training ground right through here. Not on the Kove, obviously. Thomas blitzing. He's fast. Much faster than me. Dude rides a lot. And he's on a gas 350. So more suited for this. On my 300, I used to be pretty fast through here. Got some good climbs coming up. Took Ms. Angel through here when she was down in Tucson. Front mousse feels okay. Still a little too early to tell, as I'm not pushing it. Alright. Alright, this is where you gotta catch your breath, because you got a hill climb coming. Ooh, it's just chewed up. Not bad. Not bad. Woo! Woo! Not used to so much clutch work, you know? When you get into the rocks. Woo! Gonna feel it after this one. hole. Hate the dust. So this is Chimney Rock. Some cows down in there.
Have you been in the rocks or no?
A little bit, not really.
I'll show you one line to get to the top.
Okay. Oh, they blocked it off. They don't want you going back in there. This is like kind of like Moab, you know, where they have the lines on the rock. You have to know where you're going, because otherwise you can like cliff out in here really easily. Okay, alright. Let's see how the big girl handles this thing. All right. I was thinking about it, and then I chickened out. Oh, darn it. thought I was recording. There's a memorial somewhere up here, right? It's like right over this thing or over that side. Yeah, there's a cross. Like you come into like a little hole like this, and there's like a memorial in there to somebody.
Probably some four-wheeler guys.
Yeah.
It sucks that they blocked all of that off.
So like our own little slice of Moab down here.
Literally. So much traction on these rocks, it's crazy.
It's a little more sharp than Moab.
Yeah, Moab's a little bit more.
Alright, I thought I was recording on the way up, but my shit was turned off. Whew. Might be better if I put it in gear. Which side?
There you go, straight down, just straight down, you got it.
It always looks a lot scarier than it is.
Yeah. You have so much traction on it, you can just ride the brakes all the way down, but it looks like a drop. Other side is a drop, though. I wouldn't want to take that.
Oh, that looked easy enough. Yeah. Yeah. Super easy. Thorns. Ow! nice down that little downhill. Yeah, cool little valley. The shut? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you did it. Didn't shut. I saw a gate. Thought I needed to stop to shut it. That was a bummer. rainy. Wanted to show you guys underneath after a good day out of the rocks. Caught in a couple different places right along that seam. Ooh, that's probably the biggest and most, I would say that's probably one of the most crucial spots, is that little wing that covers the mid pipe. Couple big gouges. Just washed it, that's why it's dripping. So yeah. This is, look how much, like I haven't slid it on anything yet, but look how much has impacted it. And just think about all of that hitting your linkage. So this really does a really good job at deflecting all those rocks. Oh wow. I can only imagine if all that was hitting the linkage.
So me and you.
It's just one day.